pinoproblema namin sa partido ng NUP. This will be about Congressman Kiko Barsaga, no? Okay, background nito ganito. Ang tatay ni Congressman Kiko Barsaga is the former Congressman PD Barsaga, Elpidio Barsaga. Kilala niyo siguro yan. Batikan na congressman, matagal na andito. At saka masigit pa doon, kasama ko na nag-umpisa ng NUP. So, presidente namin sa NUP na pagkatagal-tagal, si Congressman Barsaga. So, mataas ang aming paggalang sa kanya. Totoo yung aming pagmamahal sa kanya. At respetong-respeto namin talaga siya. Kaya nung pumasok hindi lang siya, yung asawa niya, yung kanyang mayor na ngayon na si Jenny Barsaga, naging congresswoman din. Talagang naging hardcore sila ng NUP. Talagang mga haligi sila ng NUP. So ngayon, sa Dasmariñas, Cavite, alam naman natin, si Mayor Jenny, yung anak nila si Third na Vice Mayor din, tapos ito si Kiko, older brother nitong si Vice Mayor. Ngayon, nangingibabaw doon sa Dasmariñas. Si Congressman Kiko, pinasok nila dahil pumanaw na si Congressman PD at ipinalit siya. Okay. So, alam niyo sa totoo lang, nung umpisa pa, mismo si Mayor Jenny, parang pinapayuhan na kami, no? Na medyo, alam niyo yung anak ko nandyan, pero wag niyo masyadong bigyan ng assignment sa Congress. Kasi, mahirap i-control yan, sabi niya. Sabi, hindi naman kami nandito para i-control yung members namin. So, okay lang yun. No? Tsaka anak siya ni PD, kaya inisip namin, dapat talaga, alagaan din namin kasi parang, anak na rin namin yan. Ganon. So, dumaan ang mga panahon, wala naman, nandyan lang siya. Kung tanungin nyo, yung mga ibang mga congressmen sa Cavite, kadalasan nag-iisa. No? Kahit tignan nyo sa lounge yan, talaga nag-iisa siya lagi. Pero, siyempre, membro namin yan, laging nasa mga meeting namin yan. Kaya ako naman, personally, sinusubukan kong makilala lahat ng mga members namin. Isa-isa, kakausapin ko talaga. Lalong-lalo na yung mga bago, yung mga neophyte. Si Kiko hindi ko nakausap dahil for some reason, mahirap hanapin. At pag nagkikita kami, mayat-maya sisipot sa mga meeting namin, hello, hi, ganyan. Tapos wala na. Hindi naman nagsasalita sa mga meeting, walang dialogue with him. So, itong mga nakaraang linggo, siyempre dito medyo maligalig tayo sa Congress, marami mga rumor kumakalat, ganito, marami nangangampanya, gusto mag-speaker and so on. So, siguro, siguro nahila siya sa mga pangyayaring ganyan. May nabalitaan kami na nagsosolicit ng signatures para ibagsak si Speaker Romualdez. So, siyempre, ako naman, dahil narinig ko yon, pinatanong ko sa kanya, sa aming Deputy Secgen. Tanong nga kay Kiko, ano ba ito? Kasi ako naman, wala naman ako iniisip na may masamang intention yung bata, ganun, ha? So, anyway, bumalik sa akin, sabi, parang dinamdam yung pagtanong sa kanya, magre-resign na lang daw siya sa party. Sabi ko, ha? Bakit? Basta his mind is made up daw. Sabi ko, sige, hindi. Sabihin mo sa kanya, bukas, mag-usap kami. Let's talk. Kasi hindi pa nga kami nag-uusap iiwanan niya na tayo. So, mag-usap man lang kami kahit na exit interview kung talagang desidido siya. So, okay. Nag-arrange kami, 2 o'clock meeting kami dapat. Nasa opisina ako mas maaga. 1:30 nandyan na siya. No? So, tinanggap ko sa office ko. Sabi ko, Kiko, ano nang nangyari? No, I'm leaving the party. Nga, I heard. Sabi ko ganyan. Sabi ko, your father was one of the real founders of this party in 2011 also. At you might want to reconsider. Kasi kung hindi naman ganun kalalim, yung mga problema mo with the party, baka we can fix it at saka wala naman ako naririnig na problema. Sabi niya, no, wala naman problema. It's better for you and for me that I just resign. So ay niyang explain bakit. Really? Oh, sige, well, Kako, if that's really your decision, Kako, I wish you well. Good luck with whatever you're going to do. Okay? Pagbaba ng opisina ko, dumiretso pala dito. Tapos, nagsalita na. Ina-accuse ko daw siya na he is, nabasa ko lang, he was accusing me of accusing him of starting a negative campaign against the speaker. Na never ko nasabi, never naman namin napag-usapan, at hindi niya binanggit nung nag-uusap kami. And then binanata na si speaker na, kailangan matanggal yan, etc. That one statement that he had, alam mo, that came within an hour from the time nag-uusap kami, na wala naman masamang pinag-usapan, di ba? So, yun ang background yan sa ganyan. So, then nag-usap-usap kami, mga party mates namin. Lahat ito, mga long-time NUP na rin sila. And siyempre, all of us are friends of Congressman PD Barsaga and the wife, Mayor Jenny. So, pinababayaan lang namin. Pero, lumalaki ng lumalaki. Parang nagtatraction daw siya, nagte-trending daw, ganyan. Okay lang yun, no? Kaya lang, sa akin, parang nasisingil kami sa NUP na bakit naman nagdala kami ng member na ganun ang sasabihin, hindi lang tungkol sa Kongreso, tungkol sa buong gobyerno, no? At parang, parang hindi yata, kumbaga he is not well. Alam mo yun, and I think everybody is seeing that, di ba? Na parang all is not right, di ba? Parang, so that's because of that, medyo, parang matahimik kami, hindi na naman kayo, inaano na, wala tayong magagawa eh, yun talaga yung opinion ng bata, ganyan. Pero siyempre, parami nangyari. Bago ko bigay sa inyo yung aming presentation on the actions that we in the party have decided to make, ikwento ko lang sa inyo, dalawa pang bagay. Kanina, tanghali, pumasok siya sa opisina ng majority leader. Sinara niya yung pintuan, tapos sabi niya, everybody sit down. No? I want to tell you about my plans for what to do with Congress, sabi niya. I'm running for speaker, sabi niya. No? Tapos lumapit siya sa sabi niya, ikaw, sabi niya, if you will join me, I will make you deputy speaker. Ganun ang mga salita niya. So, siyempre nagulat lahat doon. Wala naman nag-react masyado. Si majority leader, siyempre, was the gentleman that he is, pinabayaan lang siya. And then, sabi niya, well, why are you here? Ginaganyan siya. So anyway, nagkaroon sila ng mga insidente doon. Hindi umalis, siyempre hindi naman pinapaalis dahil mabait yung mga na-adapt na niya doon eh. So walang nangyari, and then lumabas siya. And then, but I think, dito, kung kagagaling ko lang sa session hall, sa plenary, umiikot siya ngayon, he is campaigning to be speaker. And sinasabi niya, he is going down to declare all seats vacant, mga ganyan, kung anong sinasabi niya na, alam mo, for us who are there, na, di gawin mo yung gagawin mo, pero, parang wala sa lugar, parang hindi dapat actions ng mga congressman na maayos ito. And itong pinag-aalala namin, na baka akalain ng ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na ngayon that Congress is under siege. Lahat kami, we are under a microscope. Diba? Tinitignan kami about our behavior, our everything, diba? And kami, we want to be upfront about everything. We want to disclose whatever needs to be disclosed. Salin, kunin nyo lahat yan. We're trying our level best to earn the trust of our people. Okay? So medyo mahirap itong biglang may papasok na gito that will distract everybody from the serious stuff that we are doing. And with misguided behavior, will direct the people's attention to things that are not true, to things that are not proper, and to things that should not be discussed in a responsible gathering like Congress. Okay? So dahil dyan, nagdidesisyon kami na maybe, kumbaga, kahit na ba may mga anak tayo na mahal naman natin, naintindihan naman natin na bata pa sila, na dapat talaga tuturuan natin, di ba? Tutulungan natin na makarating sa tamang lugar. May panahon na talagang ang damage na ginagawa ay lumalabas na sa ating bakuran. No? So this is not just a damage to NUP anymore. Kasi kung yun lang, talagang pagpapasensyahan namin lahat yan eh. Dahil alang-alang sa kanyang tatay. No? But the damage is going everywhere. No? Tinitira yung Senate President. Tinitira yung ating Senate President pro tempore, who is the head of the Blue Ribbon Committee. Tinitira lahat ng cabinet members. Yung Justice, yung DILG, yung DPWH at a time, when it's a very sensitive period, not just for us here in the House of Representatives or DPWH, but the whole country. Kasi we have to resolve this issue of the, mga flood control and so on. And hindi maganda na nabababo yan, natatabi, and then kung ano-anong mga lumalabas, na parang hindi naman seryoso, kundi ang balak lamang is manggulo. Okay? So, dahil gusto namin ipakita sa Kamara na hindi kami sang-ayon sa ganyang klaseng behavior na will be disruptive to Congress, will be disruptive to the orderly running of our government, naisip namin na we have to do something. And malungkot kami dahil gagawin namin ito. This morning talaga, in fact, hindi kami unanimous sa partido. And NUP, kadalasan unanimous naman kami talaga eh. Pero hindi kami unanimous. Dahil ang iba nagsasabi, hindi, pabayaan na lang natin, let's just time it properly. Wag na lang muna natin gawin itong gagawin natin. Kaya lang, we said that last week. And habang tumatagal, mukhang hindi humuhupa eh. Parang nagagasolinahan eh. Lalong tumitindi ang sunog. So sabi namin, hindi, pananagutan ng partido namin, it's our responsibility to our districts, di ba? Sa aming mga distrito. Na dapat naman sabihin ng mga aming botante na may seryoso naman kami mga tao dito at wala naman kaming pinapayagan na ganyan mambababoy na lang sa mga institusyon natin sa gobyerno. Kahit galing sa tao na is not well. Okay? So ito ngayon ang amin. So natapos kami sa ganito. Sige, let's bring it before the Ethics Committee. Because what is important here is not the culpability of the individual. Ito i-emphasize ko to Hindi kami naghahabol ng tao dito. It's not culpability of the individual that we are focusing on. We are focusing on the standard of behavior that is expected from us here. Ano ba talaga yung dapat maging palakad namin sa aming paglingkod dito sa ating bayan, di ba? In fact, pumunta kami kay Speaker. Sinabi namin gagawin namin to. Ayaw namin gawin ito kasi ayaw namin ma-distract yung tao sa mga importanteng dapat isipin, Pero sabi namin, pag hindi natin in-address ito, parang pinabayaan na lang natin yung kahit ano na lang behavior ng congressman pwede dito sa Congress. Kung ano-anong dahilan pwedeng gamitin, di ba? O medyo nagkasakit ako, o medyo may high blood ako, kaya umiinit lang ulo ko, ganyan. No, actually, there are absolute standards of behavior that we have to apply on ourselves. Okay? At kung i-apply namin sa sarili namin yan, we have to apply it even to those people that we care about. The people that we love, the people that we care about, and we want to take care of in Congress, like our members. Okay? So, ganun pa man, ito ngayon ang aming decision. We are going to make a motion, our party, to bring this whole issue to the Ethics Committee. Kasi there are a number of things that we feel need to be clarified in terms of proper behavior dito sa Congress, Kasi 300 yung members, Okay, the first one is a violation of the House Code of Conduct, Rule 20, bibigyan namin kayo ng later on, Section 141. The rules provide that, quote, members shall act at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibility on the House by using his verified official social media platforms to disparage government institutions. Representative Barsaga has dragged not only himself but the House into disrepute. Second, a violation of Republic Act number 6713, Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. The law requires that public officials, quotation, act with justness and sincerity, close quote, and refrain from acts contrary to law, good morals, and public policy. Okay, on the contrary, Representative Barsaga's posts display obscene and abusive content and language aimed at undermining public trust in government institutions. Pangatlo, unethical conduct that potentially violate Article 142 of the revised Penal Code, which is the article on inciting to sedition. Alam mo, nakakalimutan na natin kadalasan. Ano ba itong inciting to sedition na to? No? Siguro, mabuting mapaalala natin sa lahat ngayon what exactly that means. No? Now, itong batas na to, hindi nangyari ito dito sa administrasyon na to. Matagal na ito. In fact, internationally, these are the normal provisions that come in when we talk about inciting to sedition. Oh, his posts do more than just insult the government. They invite disaffection and arguably stoke violence and uprising. Words that weaken confidence in lawful authority and stir contempt for government carry the seditious character that is prohibited by our penal laws. Okay, so again, we'll bring it before the Ethics Committee so that we will know what are the standards of behavior with respect to inciting to sedition. Alam mo, ganito ito eh. Sana dito na lang sa plenary hall niya sinabi yung mga gusto niyang sabihin. Di ba? Ang nangyari kasi, linalagay niya sa social media niya, which is actually a public document already. And it is beyond the immunities that we all have here in Congress. Di ba? And finally, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service. No? The words and conduct of a congressman are not ordinary. They carry weight, authority, and influence. No? Kasi we are elected officials. No? So when spoken responsibly, they can inspire. When spoken recklessly, they can destroy. By weaponizing his official platform to denigrate the government, Representative Barsaga betrayed the dignity of his office and diminished the very institution he is a part of. Sabi nga nung ibang miyembro namin kung sinasabi niya na puro magnanakaw dito, bakit hindi siya mag-resign? Pero sabi ko, hindi na. Let's not bring it there. I'm not interested in his resigning or not resigning. I'm interested in the Ethics Committee defining for us what are the standards of behavior that congressmen should bind themselves to. Okay? Gets natin yan, no? I want to make that very clear. Hindi namin hinahabol si Representative Barsaga. Even the Speaker does not want us to do what we are proposing to do. Okay? But we are going to do this kasi we feel responsible for what has happened, you know. Dahil nga, miyembro ng partido namin yan, I signed a certificate of nomination and acceptance for him. And we want him to also be held to account for this. And I know that he is not well, pero he is well enough to write this material. So I believe he is well enough to defend himself. No? So the Committee on Ethics and Privileges exists precisely, diba, to address situations like this and give clarity to everybody. Pinapaliwanag dapat ng committee na yan what the people expect, no? Rightfully, from their elected representatives. So kami, as a party, we assert that the House of Representatives must maintain the standards that distinguish it as an institution worthy of public respect. You know, marami sa amin, ako kababalik lang, yung iba, siguro 1/3 ng partido ko, mga unang salta lang dito sa House. No? Ayaw namin na maging malabo sa aming mga bagong miyembro kung ano ang dapat pamamalakad dito at anong klaseng behavior ng mga tao. No? So, we believe that the committee has both the right and the duty to describe the responsibilities and obligations of the members and the duty to discipline our members when such behavior is not properly met. Okay? So that is the tenor of what we're doing here. Now, let's go into what we are going to present as evidence. Ano? Siguro tatayo na lang ako if I may go there to the other mic. Para hindi ko parang itong Okay, so ito yung first cause, ano ha? conduct prejudicial to the service. Okay, the rule. Congressman's words and actions carry weight, authority, and influence. You know, when spoken responsibly, they inspire. When spoken recklessly, they destroy. Okay, he chose the destructive path, no? Weaponized official platforms to denigrate government, betrayed the dignity of office and public trust by posting crude and lewd contents, no? So let's see what he has been posting. Okay? So ayan. Sawa na ako sa mga bitches. Gusto ko na yung mga good girl na loyal, kahit 3 lang, masaya na ako. Then you look at the pictures he is posting. Yung magawain ba yan ng matinong congressman? Next. Honestly, I'm not interested in basketball. Napunta lang ako sa mga basketball opening para panoorin ng mga muse na nagja-jumbo hotdog. Okay? Sige, kayo na magsabi sa akin, Kuya Matt, kung kapatid natin ang pinag-uusapan niya, tinan niyo nga itong mga pinapakita niya. Yan ba kilos siya ng matinong congressman? Yan ba yung papayagan natin? For sale, Kiko, fuckboy. Oh. Di ba? Tinan niyo. Oh, next. Bakit may mo once month, pero wala bakit? Gusto mo bang 1 buwan yung mens mo? Mga ganun eh. Okay? Now, alam ko sa iba nakakatawa yan. Okay? Pero matandaan na kami, hindi na kami masyadong natatawa dahil pinagdaanan na namin lahat ng klaseng birong ganyan eh. Pero hindi ganito eh. You know, this is out in social media. It demeans women and it offends me eh. Personally So, hindi pa pwedeng ganyan eh. Oh, next. Yan, tinan ninyo. Alam niyo yung mga rally na ganyan, may bata dyan. Naalala niyo yung panahon yata ni President Pinoy, meron mga naglagay ng mga ganyan-ganyan sa mga rally nila at na problema sila sa COMELEC eh. Bakit ngayon okay na yan? Tapos hindi lang gagawin sa rally. Di ba, kung sa rally lang, gusto niyang ipalaganap yung ganyan sa distrito niya, sa Dasmariñas, gawin niya yon. Bakit niya ikakalat sa buong bansa? Ano bang tingin niya sa kababaihan natin? Bababuhin na lang ng ganyan. Di ba? Sige, go pa. Lalagyan niya ng pera yung ano. Oh. Di ba? I know he is not well. But we cannot allow this behavior to be unresponded to eh. Kailangan magsalita tayo. Hindi pwede yung ganyan. Hindi pwede babuyin yung mga babae natin, kababaihan natin ng ganyan. Di ba? We live in a decent society. We're trying to develop good moral character in our children. This is not helping. And he is a congressman. He is using his official website to say these things. Sabi sa akin mga kapartido ko, eto na naman, mainit na naman ang ulo mo. Hindi. Hindi, masakit ang loob ko. Hindi mainit ang ulo ko. Sakit na, anak ni PD ito eh. Alam niyo, tinan niyo yan. Oh, sige, go. Oh. Yan, maggaganya ka ng pera. Tama bang behavior ng congressman yan? Eto nga tayo. Ang dami binabatikos dito dahil mga ganyan tungkol sa pera. Tapos ganyan, papayagan namin yan. Dahil he is not well. Siguro, kung gawin yan ng iba, bakit pinalusot nyo yan? Kami, hindi nyo ginaganyan. Highest paid careers, politician. Ano yung sabi niya? Ako yan? Parang ganon. Ha? Yun, nakikita nyo yan. Oh. Now, okay, nakakatawa. O, lagay mo na, sige, yung maraming naniniwalang ganyan. Pero congressman siya eh. Di ba? Kung siya walang kasalanan, bakit sinasabi niya yung tatay niya ganyan? Sinasabi niya yung nanay niya ganyan? Kinausap namin ng nanay, sabi niya, hindi ko makontrol yung bata eh. Kung sana, sinuway na lang ng nanay at tumigil na sila at ilinagay niya sa maayos yung kanyang mga post na hindi naman nakaka-insulto sa kababaihan natin, okay lang, papabayaan namin. Eh wala daw magagawa, but somebody has to discipline this boy. We cannot allow this to be propagated as if it is normal. Di ba? O, next. Ito. A member shall act at all times in a manner that reflect credibility on the House. Ito ang kanyang mga kwan eh. The use of official verified Facebook page to disparage government. Okay? Because, you know, in other countries, they will look at the official Facebook pages of legislators. You will get somebody from the United States, from Europe, people in the finance sector of their respective financial institutions. I-research nila yung Pilipinas. Ano ba yung mga congressmen sa Pilipinas? Lalabas yung mga sinasabi niya. So it causes damage, not just to the people around him, not just to his family, not just to his party. It causes damage to the country and the society as a whole. Oh. Tapos ito, good news, mapapalitan si Speaker Romualdez. This week, bad news, si Sandro ang magpapalit. What is this? Di ba? Yan ba matinong? Ewan ko, marami nag-aawat sa partido namin. Pero kami mga siguro may edad na kami talaga. We see trends in society. Kami, lahat kami dito na nandito ngayon nakikita ninyo. Mahaba na yung serbisyo namin sa gobyerno ko. May nakikita kayo dito sa entablado ito na pwede niyong batikusin or you can criticize the behavior of any congressman here. These are the most upright congressmen that we have here in Congress. They're the most experienced. They're the most knowledgeable. Walang nakakasama dito sa mga katarantaduhan na pinag-uusapan ngayon. And all of us are unanimous. We have to define the standards of behavior that we can demand from different congressmen. Not just ourselves, but everybody. Okay? Oh, yan, no? Mga ganyan na klase. Then, ito, titirahin na yung mga individuals. Tirahin niya si Secretary Dizon, tirahin niya si Secretary John Vic. Yung mga cabinet members, alam niyo, I am not always praising cabinet members, but I appreciate the effort that they put to their jobs. Okay? I criticize people, but I respect them for what they do. Ito, this is not respect. It is not even disrespect. You know, it is crazy. Alam mo 'yon, ha? Wala Oh. Inosente daw siya. Imagine that. Wala naman hustisya dito. Ano naman ang kasalanan ni Secretary Remulla sa kanya? Hindi ba? Ituro nga niya kung anong magpapatunay diyan sa sinasabi niyang ganyan, tapos papabayaan na lang natin. Again, I remind you, this is his official Facebook. Congressman Barsaga nakalagay sa taas. Okay? Next. O yan. Mga ganyan. Sige, next. Alright. So, now, we're going into the third basis for our bringing this before the Ethics Committee. Every public official must act with justness and sincerity and refrain from doing acts contrary to law, good morals, good customs, public policy, public order, public safety, and public interest. Using of abusive and obscene language, undermining public trust, bawal yun. Content is posted with reckless contempt instead of sincerity in his sites. Fans cynicism and hostility instead of fostering trust. Alam mo, in a time of deep divisions in our country today, I think it is incumbent on all of us, to try to, pagsamahin na natin lahat. If we will need to be together in a crusade against corruption, great. Di ba? Hindi yun ang mga pakay dito Di ba? Oh, mga ganyan. Imagine, Mayor Alice Go, alam naman natin, this is a Chinese plant. Tapos, is potentially a CC, but I still think she's cute. Ano yun? Tinitrivialize mo? Treason to the being a traitor to the national government, papabayaan natin yan. Oh. Yan Oh. Anyway, we will give you copies of this so that makikita ninyo, ito kasi yung isasubmit namin sa Ethics Committee. Because this is our evidence. Okay? Let him explain it before the Ethics Committee. Na nagbibiro lang siya, na nagpapatawa lang siya. Whatever his explanation is. And again, even if I know, and many of us believe he is not well, we believe he still must be called account for his behavior because otherwise, then there will be a double standard. Di ba? There will be a standard for those that are not well, like him, and another standard for those like us who are well but will be held to account for this kind of behavior. One standard, everybody. If you're in Congress, you are presumed sound of mind. Di ba? Oh. So therefore, you must be willing to account for your actions. Next. Ito ngayon inciting to sedition. This is the other thing. Alam mo kami, maganda rin ito kasi madidefine natin mabuti. Siguro matagal nyo nang hindi naririnig ito eh. Ako, nung nasa DILG ako, more than 15 years ago, this was very common, inciting to sedition. Maraming balik-balikan yan eh, na ganyan. Okay? And you are in a position of authority, you need to judge. Okay? Because what is inciting to sedition against genuine opposition? Ganon eh. Di ba? Yun ang mga kailangan pag-isipan dyan. Matagal na kasing hindi nagawa yan. Nung panahon ko, very clear kami. What is inciting to sedition? What is legitimate opposition? DILG ako. And I was implementing the interpretation during those days. Wala naman nagsabing hindi kami sumunod sa batas. Wala naman nagsabing we were unfair. No? Okay. Ito yan eh. I think that for us here in Congress, it is better that the Committee on Ethics and Privileges will tell us what is their take on what is inciting to sedition. And if what this congressman is doing constitutes inciting to sedition, then they have to sanction the congressman, do whatever they think they should do with him. So ano yan? Okay, the application of this, that's the role, no? Yan, yung mga basahin nyo sa left side, that's what it is. The posts invite disaffection beyond mere insult, okay? Dangerous abuse of influence risking public distrust. Okay? Oh. So, meron kaming, wag niyo sunugin ang House of Representatives bukas, may privilege speech pa ako sa Lunes. Okay. Nakakatawa, di ba? Kaya lang, this is said in the context of Nepal. Okay? It's said in the context of Nepal. And alam niyo yung nangyari sa Nepal. Sinunog yung House of Representatives. Di ba? O wag niyo munang gayahin yung Nepal kasi after Monday na lang. To me, that is inciting to something. Okay? O, next. Yan. Big protest. Never mind this, because it's just not true. Wala namang big. Nakita niyo naman kanina. Meron man na kayo nakitang big. O. Yan, mga ganyan. Pero kung susunugin ang Kongreso, bigyan mo sana kami ng oras para evacuate yung mga workers at important documents doon. Paulit-ulit yung wag niyong sunugin ng Kongreso, you don't burn the... Parang pinapasok niya sa dialogue yung susunugin yung Kongreso. That, to me, is inciting to something. Di ba? If not sedition, he's inciting people to do something. And I think it constitutes, to a certain extent, inciting to sedition. Next. Mga ganyan. Okay? So, these are going to be our evidence. We will give you, DepSec dyan, we will give the media copies of this presentation. Para makikita ninyo. Now, kayo na magsabi kung kami, unreasonable kami or hindi. Kayo na magsabi if we are violating the rules on fair play. No? If we are being unfair to this congressman who is, many people believe, unwell. Okay? Again, I will repeat, we want to establish standards of behavior that will apply to everyone. And if you get to Congress, you are presumed to be sound of mind. Okay? And if you are not, then you should not be in Congress. Di ba? Okay? So, we will be filing this very soon, kami sa mga partido namin. The party leaders are here so that you can further discuss with them. Baka sabihin nyo, ako lang nagsasalita dito. Opinion ko lang ito. Hindi. You know, this is something we discussed at length. We continue to discuss it, you know. And we wish we didn't have to do this because we do not want to hurt the mother. Ayaw namin saktan kasi si Mayor Jenny. But, you know, siya na rin nagsasabi she cannot handle her son. And which is unfortunate kasi you know, Pilipino tayo, you know, and we know that family is always a very, it's the strongest bond that we have in this world, no? So if the mother cannot deal with the son, you know, then maybe tayo, we help her deal with her son so that maybe he will be taught to, you know, be more sensible, no? And kwan. So again, sabi sa akin, patay ka sa Gen Z. Kasi nagta-trending yan ngayon. Yayariin ka sa social media. Di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, kasama sa trabaho yan. Di ba? Handa na ako na, kakawawain tayo sa social media. Noong nakaraan nga, 80-20 nga, 80 against 20. Hindi ko naman pinapansin yun. Kasi bottom line, ang maghuhusga sa amin yung aming mga botante sa distrito. Kung sa tingin nila, mali yung ginagawa namin, paalam naman nila sa amin. Pero kung, as I believe, tama yung ginagawa namin sa tingin nila, siguro naman, sasangayunan nila lahat ito at tutulungan pa rin nila tayo sa mga darating na panahon. Okay? So, yan ang aming pahayag sa inyo ngayong hapon. As we speak, as I mentioned earlier, nagkukampanya si Congressman Barsaga yun. And, and people are polite, hindi naman siya tinatalikuran. But siyempre, nobody wants to be involved with this thing kasi it is just so not normal. Diba? It is not normal. I mean, anybody can run for the speakership even if he has no support. Diba? But with this kind of a background, this way of portraying yourself, this way of trying to propagate your message in order to get some kind of support, it is probably not the best thing to do in this Congress of ours, which we are trying to make a body worthy of the people's trust. And we know how hard that's going to be, but we're not going to stop trying. So itong ginagawa namin dito is just an effort in the correct direction. Para kayo, sisingilin nyo rin kami later on. If we call these people, and in particular si Congressman Barsaga, to account for his behavior, you can call us to account also for behavior that you feel is not going to be proper. Walang samaan ng loob, trabaho lang natin lahat yan, trabaho nyo, trabaho namin. Magtrabaho nyo mag-criticize, trabaho namin sumagot. Pero ganun din, walang exception dapat, even if the person is unwell. Okay? So that's my statement, and then maybe we can open the table for questions from all of you. I have our other congressmen here, Congressman Oni Ferrer of Cavite, kaprobinsya niya. Of course, Congressman Romy Acop, one of our senior and most distinguished members here. Congressman Jeffrey Ferrer, returning congressman after so many years of Congress before. Governor, Congressman Rama Nava, same, three-term governor, before that congressman and congressman again. And of course, Congressman Thirdy Marañon became mayor of Sagay City and is now back as congressman on his second term. So mga batikan ito, malinis ang pangalan, malinis ang record, no? And we are proud in NUP to have congressmen like them. So I hope you will understand where we are coming from on this motion that we are going to file before the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. Thank you.
Sir, hello. Can I ask a question, sir? Yes, of course. Sir, tanong ko lang, I understand yung sentiments nyo, tas yung mga photos na pinakita nyo, sir. Kaso yung iba po dun sa mga photos, we're dating back before the 2025 midterm elections, parang may 2022, 2024. I mean, sir, hindi po ba na-vet itong mga ganitong photo bago siya i-accept?
Well, sa totoo na lang, the bulk of what we put here is after the election. The bulk. Kung meron man nakalusot na prior to the elections, ilan-ilan lang yan. We made it a point not to include anything prior to the election. In fact, we made it a point to try not to include yung personal postings niya. No? We tried to confine it to the official postings. Okay? Di ba namin nakita to? Well, again, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, marami nagbubulong sa amin, including yung nanay, no, na wag niyo masyadong bigyan ng responsibility kasi mahirap kontrolin yun sinasabi ng iba, pero ang basically the message was he is not well. Kaya lang dahil anak siya ng aming presidente ng NUP dati, si Congressman Barsaga, na naunahan kami sa langit, no, or sa impyerno kung saan man yan. We felt na we should bend backwards, no, for the son of our friend and beloved colleague. Ganun lang yun eh. Siyempre parang nakagat kami sa mukha dahil good intentions naman kami. Kung nagkulang man kami sa kakabet, well, siyempre we are responsible for that, no, for our decisions. Pero ang pinanggalingan lang talaga noon is we wanted to honor the memory of his father. And, continue with the belief na maayos naman to. He will straighten up.
Sir, I'll play devil's advocate na rin kasi baka sabihin ng ibang mga supporters niya ngayon, medyo marami nga sa social media na parang you're just trying to silence him. Baka yun ang isipin ng iba.
You think this will silence him? I think on the contrary, he will be maybe posting 3 times the post that he has made. In fact, yan ang sinasabi ng mga tao. Huwag mo nang patulan yan kasi lalalo yan. It's not about that eh. It's about establishing the norms of behavior here in Congress. Di ba? Ganun yun eh. Kung pabayaan natin yan, the next one that does exactly the same thing, posts kind of lewd pictures na ganyan in their official Facebook, wala na kaming justification to run after that one kasi may precedent ka na eh. Ginawa na yan, tas hindi mo pinansin eh. Di ba? And in legal situations, that is at the very least a mitigating circumstance, di ba? We cannot allow that to happen. Oh, yes.
On the ethics complaint that you want to file, sino po yung mga magiging complainants doon? All NUP members po or leaders lang? And kailan po ito plano before the House?
We had a meeting this morning already, and I did not hear anybody that was not going to sign. No, I do not know how many we are requiring to sign. Actually, I spoke to the chairman on the committee of ethics kanina sa plenary, and apparently he is going to an IPA conference, the next couple of days. So sabi niya sa akin, I will not be able to attend to this, and I will, maybe coordinate with you in the days to come so that we can schedule stuff. Hindi naman yun ang punto sa amin eh. Ang punto sa amin, sinisita namin ngayon, madala sa karapat-dapat na committee, which is him. Then what they do with it is okay na lang sa amin. Basta we have put it on the table, we have submitted it to the committee, we are asking for them to define standards of behavior, and that's it. No? Hindi pa. Kasi nga kami as a party, we are part of the majority. So we need to, go into a consultation with the speaker and of course the majority leader, both of whom were not really 100%. In fact, medyo parang they're not really eager for us to do this. Pero kami naman, dahil we believe that it is in support of the House. And sayang naman yung good efforts ng ating majority leader and our speaker kung we will allow behavior like this to just go unchecked, or unnoticed. So, yun lang. Pinapatawag pansin lang namin ito para naman hindi mapabayaan ng ganyan-ganyan na lang.
Sir, in your view, should Congressman Barzaga be expelled?
I don't wanna make judgments kasi nga masakit nga sa amin na ginagawa namin to kasi siyempre kahit na yung nanay niya sinasabi hindi niya makontrol yung anak niya, siyempre nasasaktan yung nanay. 'Di ba? Siyempre kapartido namin yun, matagal na namin kasama yan. Siyempre kasama namin sa mga lahat ng meetings namin. She was a congresswoman also before for 3 years, And si PD, matagal namin nakasama. When he was sick, tahimik lang kami lahat. We knew he was going back and forth for medical treatment na kuhan. So, medyo talaga. Hindi madali para sa amin gawin ito. Hindi kami masaya, in other words, that we're doing this, So, pero babanatan kami, okay lang. I mean, kasama sa trabaho yan eh.
Sir, but why make him assistant majority leader? Did NUP enable that kind of behavior?
Alam mo yung assistant majority leader, lahat ng member kasi sa Rules Committee is assistant majority leader. He is not given a title. It's just, nakakabit yan, titulo na yan, sa lahat ng nagiging member ng Committee on Rules, okay? We put him in different committees Kasi I don't know how many he listed down as the committees he wanted to join. We put his name in a number of committees, but then si Mayor Jenny called up our Deputy Secgen and told him, huwag niyong bigyan ng maraming assignment yan kasi hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari. So, parang ginawa, isa na lang, para hindi naman maganda na hindi siya kasali. But when you are a member, assistant majority leader, specifically kung deputy majority leader ka, member ka in all committees At kung rules committee ka, kahit member ka lang, lahat ng agenda dumadaan sa committee So he can get exposure to everything. So siguro feeling namin, hindi pa naman kami nag-give up sa kanya noon. Sige, diyan na muna siya sa rules, baka ma-expose siya, bago nga At least ma-expose siya sa kung anong palakad dito sa Kongreso at anong mga dapat na natutukan kung ikaw ay bagong congressman. Malalaman niya what kind of subject matters going around. Yun lang naman yun. Hindi namin siya inangat na gawin mong chairman of something. Hindi, walang ganun.
Sir, kwento lang pala yung sinabi dun sa statement last week ni Congressman Barzaga about you resigning as, ano bang ibig sabihin niya dun? Nung nagsabi siya na magre-resign daw kayo as NUP chair ba? As deputy speaker ba? Ano ba yung, kasi because nag-meeting po kayo, di ba? Tapos may sinabi daw siyang ganun.
Hindi, yung meeting na marami kami pinag-uusapan. Okay? Tapos, napunta dun sa yung statement ng executive secretary talking about, Congress insulting members of cabinet, no. So kumbaga ako naman because ako yung nagsasalita dito sa harap ninyo, I felt na baka ako yung ibig nila sabihin. So I told the members kako, I mean, if people are unhappy with what I'm doing, no, and I do not want to be fighting cabinet members because sa totoo lang, siyempre I admire them also. Hindi ko naman sila inaaway, no. Trabaho lang nga lahat ito pati congressmen nakikriticize din. Hindi naman tayo kailangan hindi tayo pa balat sibuyas dyan. But, again, sabi ko, parang kumbaga, respeto ko sa kanila, baka, sabi ko sa members ko, baka mas maganda mag-resign na lang ako para at least very clear na hindi naman iniinsulto yung cabinet and much less the administration itself, no. And then they were saying, no, hindi naman ang feeling nila, hindi naman ganun ang dating. So, nagsalita lahat and sinasabi, wag mag-resign. Ito si Kiko, si Kong Kiko, sabi niya, Zoom, wala siya doon. Okay? So biglang nagsingit lang siya ng comment doon na, kung ganyan, sabi niya, siguro mabuti mag-resign ka na, chairman, kasi imposible nang ayusin itong gobyernong ito na wala nang pag-asa yan, kaya mag-resign ka na lang kasi ganyan. So yun ang comment niya. So, ang nangyayari naman, nung kinakausap siya about itong sumusolicit siya ng mga pirma, tinanong siya, ano bang ibig sabihin doon? Nagalit, he took offense, na kinikriticize daw namin yung kanyang advice na mag-resign ako na misunderstand namin. Wala naman kami misunderstand. Malinaw naman ang linagay niya doon, na hindi naman ako yung iniinsulto niya or anything. Gobyerno pa rin yung iniinsulto niya, hindi ako. So dapat hindi ko naman. Kumbaga, walang impact sa akin yun . Kaya nagulat din ako, biglang putok-putok yung mga ganyan . Wala naman kasi sa dialogo namin dalawa yun. Okay? Maybe you wanna ask our other congressmen here, no? Kasi this is a common position. Di lang naman ako ito . Di ba?
Sir-
Para malaman niyo na hindi lang ako yan.
Sir, you mentioned po na he's not well, marami nagbubulong sa inyo, including yung nanay, wag masyadong bigyan ng responsibility, mahirap kontrolin yung sinasabi, he is not well. You kept on mentioning about that. Kindly expound lang, sir. What do you mean by that? Unwell po siya mentally?
Hindi. Parang sa akin, there's something not right . So, I don't hindi naman ako doktor, no? So, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin kung ano yung mga ganyan. But yun lang ang aming salita. Sinasabi lang namin to one another na parang, siyempre dahil ayaw naman namin na, we don't speak with anger kasi until even now, no? I mean, we want him to account for this kind of behavior, but we don't speak about him in anger . Alam mo, yun na nga medyo nahiya nga kami sa magulang, no? Na we have to do this. Okay?
Sir, ang NUP po ba, just for the record, ay fully supportive pa rin sa speakership ni Speaker Martin Romualdez dahil nga po hindi mamatay-matay yung mga ugong na may mga nagpaplanong patalsikin siya dito sa Kamara, and also because NUP, dalawang miyembro na po yung umalis sa inyo before si Congressman Frasco po, tapos inalis pala, sorry, tapos ngayon po si Congressman Barzaga.
Well, alam mo, kasi we are part of the majority . But I will let Congressman Ferrer answer you on that question of whether we are still in support of Congressman Romualdez, Speaker Romualdez, no? Sige, Jeffrey.
Please repeat your question, sir.
For the record, is NUP still supporting
Well,
the
the
speakership?
speaker have this majority support of the House members. So, yung agam-agam na yan, depende yan. But for now, yung majority nagsusupport kay Speaker.
So, ibig sabihin, hindi po kakalas ang NUP kay Speaker?
The NUP, the leadership, we have this collective decision that for now, we are supporting the Speaker.
Bakit po may for now po, Congressman?
Ngayon,
Para kasi
Oo,
syempre,
ngayon.
baka pag pinahinggan nyo ng iba, baka isipin nila,
O ngayon, we are supporting the speaker.
so pwede po bang magbago bukas? May ganun po bang...
Well, hindi natin alam, pwede magbago bukas, but we are supporting the speaker. Hindi natin alam, baka bukas wala na ako. Mamamatay ako bukas. Oh, I cannot speak.
Wag naman
Ganyan.
po.
But anyway, for that, it's only a joke. But we are supporting the speaker.
Actually,
Sir,
we have three
Related
lawmakers here, no, from the Hiligaynon region, which is the Ilonggo region. So, Iloilo, Guimaras, and then dalawang Negros, Maybe they can address that kasi yung ibang umiikot ngayon is that they are supporting other candidates, no. So siguro maybe they can explain.
And then, to tell you frankly, we have this manifestation in NIR, Negros Island region. The whole congressman ay nagsusupport kay Speaker. They signed. Only the Congressman Javi Benitez did not sign. So we are
Sir,
How many?
sorry. Javi lang po or pati yung tatay?
6 in Negros Occidental and 4 in Oriental. Yeah, but only Congressman Javi Benitez did not sign the manifesto. Wala yung party list. Wala yun ng party list doon included. Wala. Kasi
District lang,
we
sir.
have
District
yes,
representatives.
district.
Sir, kasi
We
may
have
dalawang Benitez na district
six
reps, eh.
district in Negros Occidental and 1 lone district Bacolod, so 7 lahat. And then in Negros Oriental we have 3. So total is 11. NIR.
Sir, sorry.
Well, tinawagan ko rin si Habi. So sabi niya na he will call me after 5 minutes. So hindi siya tumawag, at least open kami sa kanya.
Pero
That
sir,
we have
may
this
isa pang Benitez. Si Kong Albi din is part of the Negros
well,
Island
yes,
region
of course. That's why sinabi
So,
ko
dalawa
na
sila.
7. Dalawa sila.
na hindi pumirma.
Pero
Sabi mo kasi kanina isa.
naman si supporting speaker. So
okay.
expect mo naman 'yon na
Okay, sir.
si Kong Albi also eyeing for speakership.
Sir, follow up lang siguro medyo related. Dito kasi kay Congressman Kiko Barzaga. Sir, would you say na last straw yung nag-storm siya sa office ni Majority Leader Sandro Marcos? Yun ba yung last straw? Because all of these things are happening, yung mga post niya from 3-year-old post, 2022, 23, 24, 25, and then these comments have been going on for a week. Pero yung culmination was this morning. Yun ba yung last straw, yung this morning na nag-storm siya dun sa office ni Congressman Sandro? Yun po ba yung that made you decide na ethics complaint is now the way to go? Thank you, sir. Anybody can,
Ganito,
can
I
respond.
will ask Congressman Acop to expound. Pero actually, yung nag-trigger talaga, na pang tama na to, we have to do something about it, was when he started hitting the Senate President and the Senate President pro tempore. Okay? Kasi medyo, wala kayong naririnig na I am criticizing the Senate, even if, di ba? We will talk about issues, pero hindi katulad yung mga pag-insulto na ginagawa niya, no? And siyempre na-offend yung ibang mga kasama rin namin at parang nahihiya kami sa senador na ganyan ang nangyayari. So, I think that was what triggered the discussion already sa amin na and this was before inatake niya yung administrasyon, no? Nung una, yung mga secretary pa lang medyo na kami, no, na uneasy na kami. Pero nung tinira niya na yung Senate President at saka yung the process, no, of investigation in the Senate, specifically the Senate President pro tempore. So medyo medyo hindi na maganda yon. It's interparliamentary discourtesy na, and we felt that we needed to do something. Maybe Kung Ron.
Ang tanong ko kung ang last straw ay yung pagpasok niya sa opisina ni Majority Leader, di po ba?
Hindi.
Hindi po. Dahil kaninang umaga at 10 o'clock in the morning, we were already meeting someplace to decide whether we're going to have this press conference and file a motion with the Ethics Committee. When we came back from that meeting, after taking lunch, nalaman na lang namin in the narrative given by the Majority Leader na ganun nga ang ginawa niya. So we made our decision even before that incident.
Sir? You told him that he is not well, si Congressman Barsaga, and he has a misguided behavior. He's still allowed ba to attend session, pumasok po dito sa Congress?
Yeah, he was there. Nangangampanya ka kanina. Oh, no, I mean, again, no, he's still a congressman. We respect his being a congressman. I hope he will respect our filing this complaint because we have issues about his behavior. He's still a congressman. He is free to come in and out as he wishes, take whatever he wants to, pictures he wants to take. He was in the lounge kanina by himself, singing some kind of song, and then, maybe posting other things in his Facebook page. No? So, yeah, no, wala naman. We do not have the power to disenfranchise his electors, yung mga botante niya sa distrito niya.
Sir, sige na. DS Puno, sorry. Clarify ko lang kasi may mga ugong din po na sa inyo po ba sa leadership po ng House? Kasi pati si Faustino D, Boji D po lumulutang for the speakership aside po kay Albi Benitez. Ano po ba ang naririnig nyo dito? Kindly, baka po may information kayo about this.
Actually, alam mo, pag nag-uusap kami kasi ng mga party leaders, hindi kami pumupunta dyan sa mga ganyan eh. No, I mean, si Congressman Benitez, yes, he has been openly aspiring for the speakership, I think, no. Wala naman ako naririnig kay Congressman D na he is aspiring for anything. And sa amin talaga, ang pinaka-worry namin dito ngayon is to be honest with you, is the NEP, no? DPWH NEP. Yun ang pinag-uusapan namin lagi. Now, this being a collegial house, siyempre, there'll always be talk of who can handle this better, who can handle that better, di ba? So that's why doon nagmumula yung mga leadership crisis, ganyan-ganyan. And siyempre, everybody is discussing ways of trying to address this problem. Kasi the problem is we need to get the trust of our people, no, and be able to help the President and the Senate also in reassuring everybody that we are working for the welfare of the people after all, no. Kaya ganon. So no, actually, we don't talk about it. Yung kay Representative Boy, I've heard that, pero we don't. I see him all the time. Kanina lang, kita kami. Hindi naman na pinag-uusapan niya. And I don't think he is doing anything to pursue that, actually.
You said you've heard that?
Yeah, kasi, I don't remember now exactly. Mga 3 weeks ago, matagal na eh. Somebody was, kasi deputy speaker din siya, di ba? So, I don't know in what context it was mentioned to me, but parang siguro like, bakit si Albi, ba't hindi, parang ganyan, no? Kung papalitan din, bakit hindi ganyan? Mga ganun siguro. And because he belongs to the party of the President, diba? Partido Federal. So, I think it was in that context eh. Kasi si Albi obviously is not, no, he's an independent. So parang kumbaga, why will you pick somebody na wala namang partido or walang hindi kasama sa majority or minority, And then yun lang, they could have mentioned Bambi Emano or Janet Garin or anybody else, the deputy speaker then, But yun lang narinig ko. But wala naman, I mean, I don't think there's been any conversation regarding that. I could be wrong kasi hindi ko naman alam lahat, no?
Aside from kapartido po ni PBBMC, Boji, ano pa po kaya yung reason bakit na-float din yung pangalan niya? Do they have close ties po?
Hindi ko alam. I don't really know where the talk is really coming from, no? So I cannot answer to that. Yeah.
Kay Congressman Ferrer po, kanina nabanggit niyo po yung mga nag-sign ng manifest of support for Speaker. Kailan po nangyari yun?
Last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Ano po nagtulak para gawin yung pagkuha ng manifest of support sa mga kasamahan niyo po dun sa probinsya?
Well, you know naman na may agam-agam. So, it's not the sino nagtulak. It's the support itself that you have to manifest or you have to have the signature in supporting the present speakership. So, it's not, hindi kung sino nagtulak. It's the way that Negros-Anon kami, Ilonggo kami, and then, kumbaga, yung war zone sa aming territory. The person that is also eyeing for the speakership, galing sa amin. So, in order that we have to clear these things, so, well, the speaker got the majority signatures coming from our province. Yes, ma'am.
Alright po. Thank you po. Balik lang po ako sa issue po kay Congressman Barsaga. Sabi niyo nga po, he is unwell. Ano po ba yung gusto niyo pong punishment against him?
Hindi na namin siguro papel yun, yung punishment sa kanya. We leave it up to the Ethics Committee. But we also invited Congressman Oni Ferrer here, who is one of the closest friends of PD Barsaga kasi they were both mayors, and he's on his second term at Congress. Bumalik na siya, actually, And he's from Cavite, so gusto lang namin paalam sa mga mamamayan at sa Cavite, walang negative anything against the province of Cavite or even the city of Dasmariñas. Kung Oni, baka you might want to say something about that na ayaw namin kasing sabihin sa Cavite na, kasi ang Cavite puro NUP, by the way, the governor, the congressman. The only ones that are not NUP and are lakas are the ones in Bacoor, sina Congressman Revilla, tatlo sila. But everybody else is with NUP. Kung Oni, baka you can say something.
Yeah, good afternoon. As earlier mentioned, some of us were hesitant then to proceed with this complaint, pero ang belief namin somebody has to kahit pa paano discipline this boy. Hindi naman pwedeng pabayaan na reckless comments ang gagawin. Kaya malapit sa amin yung pamilya Barsaga, especially si PD na mentor ko, parang siya yung mentor ko during my first term dito. Siya rin nag-imbita sa akin sa NUP. So yung respeto ko sa kanya, kay Mayor Jenny, sa pamilya nila. So it pains me rin pag nakikita ko na ganyan yung ginagawa ng anak niya, kasi hindi gagawin ito ng ordinary congressman. Yun lang naman ang namin. So, ayaw din naman kanina, as he was going around, kinocall yung attention namin ng ibang congressmen, and ayaw namin ng pinagtatawanan din. Kaya once and for all, let's address this matter para ano man dapat gawin. Siguro, ito naman, pag inaksyonan to ng Ethics Committee, we will be able to hear his side din. Di ba? Malaman din natin saan siya nanggagaling. So, wag sila magalit para ito ay pagkakataon para ma-explain ni Kiko yung kanyang mga pinagpo-propose din.
Sir?
Yes.
Good afternoon po. Caviteña here also po, from Indang. Knowing his behavior po, gano'n na ho ba siya katagal na unwell? Sa pagkakaalam po ninyo na hindi siya talaga maayos.
hindi naman siya ganyan ka-reckless before eh.
Opo.
So, ang ano namin, with proper guidance, pwedeng matalino yung bata eh. Sayang lang, siguro ayaw rin namin, baka nga nagagamit din siya. As a mouthpiece, hindi namin alam.
Nagagamit po siya?
Hindi, baka lang.
Nino po?
I don't know kung sino.
Okay po.
Hindi ko alam kung ano yung state of mind din ni kaya nga eh.
Opo.
Diba? So, yung pagiging annual, the mere fact na nirecommend siya ng pamilya niya, I suppose naniwala din sila na kayang magtino ng bata. Kami naman, we can only, ni-refer sa amin yan. Kilala namin yung magulang, so naniwala ang party leaders.
Opo.
Kaya tinanggap yung nomination niya.
But sir, do you think po ba submitting him in ethics committee, he will stop this?
Ako na sa...
Opo.
As we have discussed this morning also in the meeting of the party, we did not have any guarantee that he will stop this, even if we file a complaint with the ethics committee. So, we expect that it will not stop.
Wala ho bang nag-recommend na sa ospital na lang siya dalhin?
Kami na mga kapartido niya dati, we've been here, we're governed by rules of conduct, just like you are. Di po ba, meron din kayong ethics sa media? Even professionals have their own ethics. In the House, we have our rules. We're governed by laws also. And the party saw to it na, or nakita na namin sa partido namin na, I think he's going out of bounds. And therefore, we have to do something to protect the integrity and the reputation of the House or the institution we are in. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Sir, question lang, kasi last week, di ba, nagkaroon ng party leaders meeting. Sino po yung representante ng NUP sa meeting na yon? At ano po loyalty check po ba siya para kay speaker? Ano yung napagdesisyonan?
Wala kami lahat doon eh. Ang nag-attend si Congressman Abet Garcia.
Okay po.
Oh, and then wala naman. Parang I don't think it was a very long meeting. Parang nag-ano lang na again, alam mo, the speaker wants to do this very often eh. Parang pag magmi-meeting, sabihin, meron bang hindi masaya about anything that's going on in the House now? Is there any way we can improve ourselves? Paano namin pwedeng gawin mas maganda yung palakad dito? Yun ang ano ni Speaker. It was that kind of meeting. Okay, and then siyempre at the end of that, wala na, happy kayo sa lahat. Sige, so we support the Speaker. Ganun yung normally natatapos yung meetings na ganyan. Kasi si Speaker naman, lagi nagko-consult sa amin lahat na, what can we do better? O meron baka tayong nagawa this week na palagay natin hindi masyadong maganda, babaguhin. Ganon. It's a kind of like a review of things that were done in the past week and what we plan to do in the succeeding week. Ganon lang yun naman yun. Okay, thank you very much to everyone. Tulungan nyo na lang kami sana to establish the ethical standards dito sa House. Diba? I think that this is important para magkaroon kami ng, kumbaga, 10 commandments dito sa House kung anong hindi dapat gawin, anong pwedeng gawin. Ganon. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.